Understanding the 2025 election defeat, why Phillip Alexander's analysis misses the mark. The recent general election in Trinidad and Tobago has sparked intense debate within political circles. Alexander has strongly criticized Al-Rawi's post-election analysis, calling it nonsense. But when we take a closer look at the data and election dynamics, it becomes clear that Alexander's argument doesn't quite hold up. The core of the debate. Faris Al-Rawi suggested that the massive victory enjoyed by the United National Congress (UNC) coalition in 2025 was partly due to voter turnout issues, specifically, that a swing vote which supported the UNC in 2010 simply stayed home this time around. He also admitted that the UNC ran a superior social media campaign, which helped them mobilize voters more effectively. Phillip Alexander, on the other hand, rejects this explanation. He claims the swing vote actually increased for the UNC by more than 15% compared to 2020 and insists the real reason for the PNM's defeat was that over a third of its traditional supporters stayed home out of disgust with the party leadership. What does the data say? Looking at the numbers helps us unpack this dispute. UNC vote increase. The UNC did increase its vote share by roughly 15% over the 2020 election. However, overall voter turnout dropped in many constituencies, including key battlegrounds like San Fernando West, where votes were even lower than during the 1971 Stay Home campaign. PNM vote decline. PNM candidates saw a significant drop in votes. For example, Faris Al-Rawi's own votes fell from 10,000 in 2015 to 8,600 in 2020, and then below 7,200 in 2025. Voter turnout. The historically low turnout in some areas suggests that many traditional PNM voters simply did not show up to vote. Why Phillip Alexander's explanation falls short. Swing vote versus voter turnout. Alexander claims the swing vote increased, but the data shows the UNC's gains are as much about PNM supporters staying home as about new voters switching sides. A lower overall turnout means that increase in UNC votes partly reflects the absence of PNM voters, not just an influx of new supporters. Disgust as the sole reason for abstention. While it's true many PNM supporters stayed home, attributing this solely to disgust with party leadership is speculative. Voter apathy, dissatisfaction with campaign messaging, or even complacency can also reduce turnout. Without direct surveys or exit polls, it's hard to pin down the exact cause. Dismissal of UNC's campaign strength. Alexander downplays the UNC's improved social media and grassroots efforts. However, modern elections worldwide have shown that effective campaigning can energize supporters and suppress opposition turnout. The UNC's better campaign likely played a significant role in their victory. The bigger picture. The 2025 election results reflect a complex interplay of factors. The UNC successfully mobilized voters through a stronger campaign. The PNM lost a significant portion of its base, many of whom stayed home. Voter turnout was historically low in key constituencies, amplifying the impact of abstentions. Internal party issues and leadership dissatisfaction may have contributed but are not the sole explanation. Final thoughts. Phillip Alexander's attempt to simplify the PNM's defeat as merely a loss of discipline among supporters ignores the multifaceted nature of modern elections. The data tells a story of both a rising UNC coalition and a PNM struggling to maintain its base amid changing political dynamics. For the PNM to rebuild and reconnect with voters, it must acknowledge these realities openly, including the importance of effective campaigning and addressing voter concerns, rather than dismissing inconvenient truths as nonsense.